So I'm going to compare the two licenses today. One is the real estate salesperson and two is the mortgage loan originator. So during COVID, my schedule almost got emptied compared to before Corona. And I got scared and wanted to make myself busy. So I decided to study real estate because I like houses and thought that I would be able to check out different houses once I start this job. I started studying end of February 2023. And by the end of May, I got 3 certificates for 3 courses, which basically completes the pre-licensing. You have to study 45 hours of real estate practice, 45 hours of real estate finance, 45 hours of real estate principles, and at the end of each course, you get final exam and you have to pass it with more than 60% right. That's how you get these 3 certificates. That time I should have applied for exam and submit my application because wait time was 2 months long, but that time I didn't know. So I waited until like mid-July to be able to study more. And that time I submitted my application and learned that current processing time showed that they were still going through May applicants. There was extra time which I spent for mortgage loan originator license. So this one was a 14-day course and you are given a professor and her or his email address. She or he is responsible for you throughout the 14-day course. What happens is like you learn by yourself per day, and at the end of the course you are given a question that you have to answer in freestyle, and the professor grades it, and if it's a passing grade then you get to study next day. But you cannot actually study next day ahead of time. There's a set time. I believe it was morning time, like 6 a.m. or 7. I always studied at around 10 a.m. and it was available that time, but if I tried like 2 a.m. it didn't work. Anyways, that course was really fun compared to the real estate one, because real estate, each course was like 500 to 800 pages long PDF that I just have to read one by one and make notes out of, which was kind of hard too, I spent like 4 or 5 hours per day, every day for like 3-4 months, which is a long time. Anyways, back to mortgage loan originator. I was ready to take exam after 2 weeks of studying extra. So I took exam on September 12 and there was almost no wait time for this mortgage loan originator, unlike real estate. And this test gives you 190 minutes and there are total 120 questions and they grade only 115 questions and you have to pass with 75% or more right. I got 82% right. Anyways, back to real estate. So I waited like a little more than 2 months and could test on October 19th of 2023. They are giving 3 hours and there are 150 questions and you have to get more than 70% right. And they do not tell you what percent you got if you pass. So mortgage loan originator was easy. I studied a lot, my memory was fresh and the course was fun, For real estate though, I was late to the exam. I didn't mean to. I didn't know that the traffic will be that bad. Left at 1:57 p.m. and the map was saying ETA was 3:57 and my exam was at 4 p.m. So I was super nervous, and you know how this traffic adds more minutes sometimes, and by the time I was almost to arrive, I saw that this ETA was showing 4:15 and I got super nervous thinking I may not be able to take exam that day. But I still went and I saw 10 more people waiting in front of me to be able to check in. And the person who's in charge of this locker room section, she was telling me, if you wanna go to restroom, this is the perfect time. So I went to restroom and she was right, because if you are going to the restroom in the middle of exam, they do not stop timer for you. Timer still counts. So you're taking the time out of your exam time, that 180 minutes. In my case, I started my exam like 20 minutes late, so I got 160 minutes. And last 10 minutes, warning blinks, so it's hard to concentrate, so it's more like 150 minutes. How much it costed, I'll talk about now. For real estate, 100 went for exam, 350 went for license fee, and 49 went for fingerprint fee. The mortgage loan origination costs a little bit more at $530.25 because I didn't have this real estate license that time. I was taking mortgage loan originator exam. I have to go with the DFPI instead of DRE, which is extra 2 hours of studying. Exam fee was $110, application fee was $300, processing fee was $30, fingerprint was $39, credit report fee was $15. Yes, they check your credit, and $36.25 was for criminal background check. Renewal now. Like you have to renew real estate salesperson every 4 years. You have to renew MLO every 1 year. Now renewal cost is $350 for real estate if you're on time, $525 if you're late. For MLO, renewal every year is gonna cost you around $360. It's because $300 goes for annual renewal fee, $30 goes for processing, and $36 goes for background check. California state checks background every year. I heard that if you're late, it's gonna cost you like $425 or $450, I forgot, but it's around there. Continuing education. Before you can renew, you have to finish studying, and 45 hours for real estate it is, and 8 hours for MLO it is. So this MLO is kind of expensive for me to renew every year without working, you know what I mean? Just to be able to keep this license is kind of a lot of money to pay $360 every year. So I called an MLS to ask them about like what's gonna happen if I don't pay for renewal every year. She said that after the year I had a license, if I reapply for license within 5 years, 4 years to be safe, then I don't have to take exam again. So what I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna still do this continuing education for this year, which is the year after the exam date. I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna pay for that renewal fee. And what's gonna happen is my license will gonna terminate next year, 2025, end of February. But the thing is, if I reapply by paying like $380, it's $380 because I think it includes credit report fee, then I can get my license back without taking exam again. So that's the route I'm gonna follow until I really need this license. That's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. Bye.